Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes podcast. I'm Bert Lepore. He's Samuel Monte Carlo. We're hanging here with Angry Mike D, and we talk about music, movies, and so much more.
All right, we're back. Another episode, Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes, episode 59. This one, we're going to be talking about when fans cross the line. When they get involved in games, sometimes they, used to get the old streakers running out into the field, doing crazy shit like that. But sometimes they, that stuff actually is kind of harmless. But, sometimes they, you had it in wrestling a few weeks ago where the fan comes out and, did like a friggin' Goldberg spear on Seth Rollins, which was actually pretty impressive, I thought.
Yeah.
But you get a lot of shit like that in all kinds of entertainment, actually. It could be music, sports, wrestling, whatever you want to call it. So we picked out, about 14 of them here. We're just going to go through some of them and review them. Actually, it was pretty entertaining checking some of these out.
Yeah, man.
Pretty crazy stuff.
So we're not going to go near the dime bag thing and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's way over.
It's a little over. Or it's out.
Yeah,
it's pushing a little bit. So, but it shows you when something like that does happen. Back in the day, fans used to rush the stage, give hugs and give kisses and all that stuff. You can't do that shit no more. It's way too dangerous. Nope. Fans are a little too much sometimes. Since we mentioned it from the beginning, let's start off with the Seth Rollins thing, which kind of sparked the idea for this podcast. So I don't know, I'm home or whatever, and one of my buddies, because I always watch Raw, but I watch Monday Night Raw, not as it's on. I watch like an hour later, I'll start it because it tapes.
Yeah, we can cut it down to like 10 minutes in that time.
Yeah. So I get a text message from my buddy with like a, I don't know, like a, what do you want to call it? A Twitter link. And I'm just looking at it and going, oh, wow, somebody just tackled this dude. I'm thinking it's old. And I was like, wait a minute. I rewinded. I watched it again. I'm like, wow, this guy just speared. It looks like Seth Rollins. Is that happening now? So now I'm like, oh, shit. Mike's hanging out. So I show Mike and we're like, what the fuck? And dude, I got to say, what a tackle. What a spear.
That was a hell of a spear.
It was definitely, it was Goldberg caliber, I thought.
Yeah.
It was pretty impressive. And it was kind of cool because you never see like the different angles. You always see exactly what's coming through the camera. So all the crowd shots that you saw were basically just him, just like their cameraman walking backwards, and and he's like focused on the camera, pretty much, and so he's just looking at the camera or whatever, and not even knowing what's going on anywhere else. And this dude just comes out of friggin' nowhere and spears the shit out of him. It's like, whoa,
dude. And then Seth got him in like a front face headlock a little bit. The guy was pulling his hair.
Yeah.
And then they got him off.
But I think Seth should have got a couple hits, and he just stood there. It's like, but fans are so fucking. Give this guy a reason not to do it again.
You know what?
In the head.
I bet you, like, well, number one, I think it's pretty freaking stupid if a fan is going to go attack a wrestler. It's like, really, dude? I mean, these guys probably literally kick your ass in real life. But the other thing is, on the other end, I mean, maybe they think that that it actually is like a run in or something.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't see it.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like, oh shit, was somebody supposed to do a run in and I didn't know about it? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Right. And that happened. I'm sure that happens. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe they're really not hitting the dude because they think it's,
Did you see the I saw the video where they were letting that guy out of jail and he was kind of talking about it. I think he was doing a selfie on it, but he posted it and he was saying like he did it for Roman Reigns and stuff like that. And it was pretty. This guy, he had a few screws loose there. But it ended up being like something over some kind of fake Seth Rollins that was fishing him over the internet. So
training him for money that not really training kind of deal.
Yeah,
but whoever trained him to do that spear, man.
It was a good spear.
You know, if they trained him to do that with the money he spent,
but dude, like these fans gotta stop. They don't listen. They're a part of the show as far as chanting stuff and clapping. That's fucking it. Don't touch nobody. Don't touch the wrestlers. Don't get involved. You're not a trained professional. So anyway, let's everybody take a look. Let's go to the clip.
Wow.
Damn. Holy,
damn.
That's pretty wild, man.
All right, moving on to the next one. Holyfield versus Riddick Bowe, the parachute guy. You guys remember that? I totally remember that.
You know, I don't remember that. And I was really into boxing then, but you know, we're talking about 30 years ago. So
dude, I really want to say I watched that live. Like
I did. I know I did.
I'm almost convinced that I saw that live. I'm not sure, but I'm almost convinced.
I think I might have been watching it with my father-in-law at the time, who wasn't my father-in-law at the time, but I think we were watching it. It was either him or my dad, and we were watching the fight. And we're like, what the hell's going on? It was just craziness. And they showed a guy, the parachute coming down, and it's crazy.
Where do you get that idea? I'm going to sneak into Caesar's Palace or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it was in an open arena, right? I think it had to be an open arena. So I'm just going to skydive. Now, listen, even if the guy wants to make this grand entrance, I want to skydive to whatever the fuck. Are you thinking that you could hit the lights? Are you thinking you could hit somebody? Or are you thinking like, there's all that shit come into play? It ain't like you're just doing a stunt. But it ain't like you're getting in the middle of the ring. It's all this other shit that comes with it that can happen, you know?
Yeah, it's just some knucklehead that wants attention.
And then
something ridiculous.
Yo, if you watch the video, which we'll go to the video in a second, but if you watch the video, he gets pretty lumped up.
A few of those guys are throwing punches at him.
There's a lot of money on the line on those fights, and you screw up their heads. The fighter's mentality
Absolutely.
At the moment, and you don't want to do that. That's why he's getting his ass kicked afterwards.
Yeah, I mean that was crazy, dude. To watch that on live TV was crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy. All right, guys, let's go to the clip.
Let's roll it.
Probably as a preventive measure. And there's been a parachutist, a skydiver, has just landed here at ringside. Tried to come into the ring. He hit the ring ropes, and there is chaos here at Caesar's Palace in the outdoor stadium. And time has been called as some maniac has attempted to parachute here. A skydiver or a parachutist tried to land in the ring. We are in the 7th round of this fight. He landed on the ring apron, crashed into the ropes, and now security is all over him along with the people at ringside. We can't see if anybody was injured by that. But that guy is lucky that he didn't kill himself or somebody else.
Yeah, man. All right, let's move on to the next one. Let's go with a little bit of the crazy Flyers fans. So, let's go to Ty Domi versus the Flyers fans. Dane, I'll go to you first. You remember seeing this?
Oh, I watched the game. I never missed a game at that point, and I remember watching the game and thinking, "Wow, this is nuts." Ty Domi goes to the penalty box, and some fan is heckling him, and Ty Domi shoots water out of at him, and the guy is like reaches over, and dude, it was pretty entertaining.
Crazy. When you were watching it live, did they show it actually the guy coming through the glass and stuff, or?
Yeah, they showed the whole thing.
Wow.
I remember seeing the whole thing. It wasn't like the day where they'll probably go to a commercial break or something. Yeah. But nah, dude, they showed the whole thing. It was great.
That's crazy. Mike, you remember it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to remember if I was watching that one or not. I can't remember, but look, I mean, I think the fans have every right to yell, but when he sprayed that water bottle, man,
I thought it was great.
Didn't give the fan the right to jump over. But you know,
I love seeing stuff like that, and especially where, like somebody like him, where, Ty Domi's like one of the toughest guys in the league. He's not like one of the guys that you just hate, like a lot of these NBA guys and sort of just like crybabies and shit like that. But he was just having some fun with the fan. I mean, I kind of wish you see more of that stuff now. But
well, yeah, because everybody's so nice to each other now.
Domi wouldn't square up with Lindros. Domi would not square up with Lindros.
I don't even know if he was on the team then. I don't remember what year was this. I think it was.
But this might have been before. I used to have respect for Domi, and he would not square up with Lindros.
No, I think it was after.
Was Lindros gone already?
On the team. I think so. Yeah, I believe this was a year or two after that. So, or like 2000, 2002. Lindros was gone by then.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. See what year this was. That was it was 2001. Yes. So Lindros was gone by that point.
Right, but I remember he wouldn't fight Lindros in his career.
He might have been. I mean, it was, I'm sure these fighters, the enforcers, they all have it's a certain mental thing. Like, sometimes they won't fight a guy because it's not the right time. I mean, you just don't fight a guy to fight somebody because you don't like them. You do it via your team.
No, they had something going. Like there was something between the two of them going on. Like he would always skate away from Lindros.
I don't know. What about that?
Yeah,
I like that Scott Stevens. I always thought Scott Stevens was a tough guy, right?
Scott Stevens
was a jerk off.
Yeah. I don't put Ty Domi in that, in that league. But
Stevens is just dirty, man. He was a dirty player.
Yeah, really dirty player. But I think afterwards, when this was all said and done, I think the fan, I forget the guy's name, and Ty Domi actually like. We're kind of like cool about it afterwards.
Yeah, shit happens. It's it's adrenaline. Yeah. It gave the fans something. So all right, guys, let's
roll it.
Let's roll it.
Tucker feeling his left cheek.
Ty just squirted water all over these guys behind him. That's when you need the Gatorade, about 9-1 with the syrup. That'll straighten those guys out.
Now you've had.
Let him into the box. All right. Watch the lawsuit, Ty. Watch the lawsuit. Kevin Collins. He's broken up fights before, but not in the penalty box. I'm so happy that fan fell in.
Oh boy. The glass gave way. And that rather rotund Philadelphian went surprisingly to himself, I'm sure, into the penalty box.
How about that, Damo? Bring back memories.
Yeah, it was great.
All right. How about I remember watching this one live. Eddie Guerrero versus Rob Van Dam in a ladder match, and a fan comes in and pushes the ladder. And Eddie Guerrero don't fall, but he he's able to land on his feet. But what?
Yeah, that was pretty nuts. Yeah, dude. I mean, what a maniac that guy is. To do something like that, knock anybody off a freaking ladder. What do you,
dude, you ruined the finish of the match.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, Mike. How about you?
You're trying to help. Yeah, you're trying to help like Rob Van Dam win the match, but it's already in the script that Rob Van Dam was going to win the match.
So. What happened at the end? Did he?
Guerrero lost. He was going to lose anyway. Okay, so it was like, the fan just went in there, and you're not going to change the outcome of the match.
Yeah,
like, you're an idiot.
What do you? I mean, look. The first rule is if an outsider hits the ring, both of them go after you. It's just the way it is. I mean, anytime
Dan was kind of laid out at that point, though.
Right, but I mean, anytime you see that, like, we don't have it on here, but like the time where Bret Hart's fighting Stone Cold Steve Austin, I don't know where they were. It was, I guess it was like some arena match. It wasn't a pay-per-view or nothing. And guy comes in to attack Stone Cold while he's down, and Triple H gets up and suplexes the guy. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's they're putting on a show. No matter if it's music or wrestling or sports or whatever, they're doing their show, and you don't interfere with it. I don't know what the hell. I don't know. The fans make it about them. It's too much sometimes. It really is. It's too much. Yeah. But let's roll the footage on the Guerrero versus RVD match.
And Guerrero, he is hurting for certain here, but Guerrero's got a chance now to retain his title. Eddie Guerrero. That's an overzealous fan. Some Canadians. What do you expect there?
All right, guys, let's stay with the wrestling theme here. Bret Hart at the Hall of Fame. Do you guys remember watching that? That was crazy.
Yeah. What was that about?
That was strange. Some dude, after he was like, that guy did some MMA stuff too. They said they had like,
he was some kind of amateur MMA. Yeah.
Some kind of amateur MMA. He came and they asked him after, like, he's like, it was just the right time. Just the right time for fucking what?
For what?
You know?
Petty.
I mean, it's just, the dog's amped up.
Yeah, you know, it's something like that too. It's a Hall of Fame thing. You know, he had some health issues and stuff. Yeah, that's not cool. You know,
it wasn't cool at all, man. But I'll tell you what, that guy got lumped up. What's his name, man? Ronda Rousey's husband. What's his first name? Brown. I know Brown's his last name. Travis Brown. He lumped that dude up. That guy got a couple shots.
Good,
but
another idiot attacking a wrestler.
Dude, that was insane. Insane. And we watched a different angle. I don't know if it's the angle we're going to show here in a little bit, but we watched an angle where you see the guy jump the rail and actually run in. They showed like a high angle where the guy actually, you see him running in. Like, and nobody's expecting that because you have wrestlers and all in the front row. It's all industry people in the front. So who's expecting anything like that? Nobody's expecting that, you know? All right. So, Mike, what's your thoughts on the Bret Hart situation?
That guy got away lucky, I think. You know, if he only got tagged up by Travis Brown, like, you know, he's lucky the rest of them. I wonder if they got him in the back and kind of beat the shit out of him a little more.
I would have lumped him up a little. Back in the day, we'd done lumped up.
Yeah.
Hello.
All right, we're going to stick to the wrestling theme here still. Did you guys see the thing with Raven where the guy runs in the ring and pulls Raven's hair?
Yeah,
dude, that was fucking brutal.
I don't remember that.
I don't.
Neither do I.
And that was
that
WCW.
ECW?
It was WCW.
It was
that. I hate to laugh, but it actually was kind of funny.
It was like you see his face. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. He didn't know what was going on. That wasn't cool, man. Yeah. It was weird. How about this one? We talked a little bit about Adam Levine earlier. Dame brought him up. Did you see this clip where I don't think it was a fan, but somebody throws powder on him while he's signing autographs?
Good. He deserved it.
Damo, not an Adam Levine fan.
No, man, he's a douchebag. But you know, it's something like that is that was actually kind of funny.
Like some Tom Green shit, you know. Yeah. Remember him used to have the poop on the stick?
Yeah. You know what? That was kind of funny back in the day, though. But it was like, you know, immature, but it was funny.
Oh, yeah. Used to have the poop on the stick. He used to like interviews when he's like, yeah, Tom Green was one of those annoying guys, but he was fucking funny. You know?
Yeah, he's one of those guys like, man, I don't know if I could be friends with him in real life.
I know.
Dude, I'll tell you what, a lot of people didn't like it. I thought the movie Freddy Got Fingered was hilarious.
I don't think I ever saw that.
Its moments.
Damn, you kind of was so bad.
I saw parts. I didn't see the whole thing.
It had its moments, but it had its moments.
Yeah, I loved his, his dry humor. You know, it's like totally dry. You know,
that weird Canadian humor, kind of.
It's so freaking goofy.
All right, so let's look at Adam Levine getting hit with powder.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
All right, guys, we're gonna stay with the music thing for a while. Pitbull gets into it with a fan. Mike Day, did you see this clip yet?
Yes, I did.
What's your thoughts?
My thought, I mean, dude, it looked like Pitbull was being nice to this guy. He invites him up on stage to do his dance or whatever, and the guy like throws like money and then his wallet in the face of Pitbull, and
Crazy.
Yeah.
Pitbull just fucking decks the guy and then just goes back like a professional and keeps the concert going, man. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, it's definitely how you do it.
You know what? He won my respect over the years, Pitbull.
Yeah,
So,
I got no issues with him. I don't really know too much about the guy, but
he's like the Slash of kind of like dance music,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a guy, and you need a dance guy, you get Pitbull. You need a guitarist, you get Slash.
Dame knows the song. You'll definitely see him on New Year's. He's a New Year's guy.
Yeah, right. He's a New Year's guy. Yeah, but yeah, it looked like he was being cool with the dude. He brings him up on stage, and the guy like throws money in his face, and Pitbull just does what he should do. He just fucking lays him out. Good.
I love that he went back and still continued to sing and didn't stop. He didn't stop nothing. He didn't stop the show. He just rolled with it, which is what a professional.
Thanks to the lame security, the show is over.
He didn't actually. Yeah, he didn't actually. So let's check out the Pitbull footage.
When we turn out dollars, just a pen and lick for the father. We got
Rappers, always something going on with the rap guys. This is probably my favorite clip. Probably. Action Bronson. The rapper Action Bronson. I love this clip.
This was great.
Dame, have you seen this clip yet?
Yeah, some dude gets up on stage. He kind of puts him in a sleeper hold, and then he gives him like the fireman's carry backbreaker move.
The torture rack,
and then throws him back.
Torture rack. Yeah, he was like Hercules Hernandez over there with the torture rack. Lex Luger.
Yeah, it was a Lex Luger move. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. How about with
I don't even know who this guy is.
Oh, he's great. This guy's great.
The backbreaker. He's got him in the torture rack. And then he just tosses him in the crowd.
Yeah. How about when the second guy comes up and he clotheslines him? That's the best part. Fucking lace him out. Mike D, what do you think on this one?
Like first of all, the first guy looked like they just threw him up on stage. Like I don't think he was a willing participant, really. But then those guys afterward, like they just look like, oh come on, like hit me too. It's like
yeah.
Is this something that goes on at his concerts? Like normally, is this the action part of it?
Well, dude, speaking of like shit like that, I mean, that guy, the first guy looked like he got kind of pushed up into the stage and was like just like there, and then I guess Bronson's having a little fun with him, and then the second guy was like, "Do me," and he fucking gets
the guy's like this, and he's like, "Fuck that."
This is my favorite, dude. I don't know if Mike knows, but I know Dame knows a little bit about this. I remember when Black Label used to play and they used to fucking get the fucking cabinets and then go through the crowd. Do you remember that?
What did they used to do?
With the guitar cabinets?
They used to carry and put them through the crowd, right? That's true. If I can remember, I don't think I'm making that up.
Yes.
Crazy. All right, guys. So you guys check out this Action Bronson clip. It's great. Sticking to the music deal. Sebastian Bach gets hit with a bottle.
That just everything about it was just wrong on both sides on every level. I mean, I don't know. Some fan threw a bottle, hit him like above his eye or something. And I guess like the natural reaction is like sometimes you get hit, you react, kind of like hits like a nerve, and you just like don't even think, you just react. And so he grabbed it and just throw it back, which was not.
Yeah, but he took a little bit though. That was a little.
Oh, he did.
Premeditated.
He absolutely did. But
at first he kind of like what? Then I guess he got mad after the fact. And he did tell everybody to move out of the way. But
then he jumped in, and it was just a mess. Probably could have did without throwing the bottle back in and just jumping into the crowd. But,
I think that's what he got in trouble for more than anything. But I remember this clip when we were young, man. I was like,
it was huge news.
But was it a perfect timing of the set? I don't know if it was in the set like that or if he decided, piece of me is going.
That's perfect. What I was wondering.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
So, that's when you pull a Tom Brady and go, all right, we're changing with songs here. and you throw
the audible.
That's a professional.
Yeah.
That's definitely professional. All right, for anybody that didn't see it, let's go to the clip.
His name is Guerrero Taco or fucking Manuel, like fucking whatever or something like that. I don't know what his name is. Who the fuck did that, man? Who the fuck did that? There's nothing in it. Was that you, cocksucker?
All right, guys, let's go back to some sports. A fan gets involved in an arena football game. Mike, do you see this clip?
I thought you said we were getting back to sports.
Yeah, arena football. That's funny. Dame's on fire tonight. Mike D, have you seen this clip?
Man, what I'm surprised at, like this guy just look. Was he catching the kickoff?
I think it was a touchdown. I don't know. It looked like
was it okay? But the fan just grabs him and hugs him and doesn't let him catch the ball, and it's like
the face man is the best.
That's just a dick move, man. And what made it even like, and the guy didn't even turn around. He didn't even do anything back to the fan, which was even amazing. But
then even the other. Good.
The other team, right? They're fucking slapping this guy's hand like he's part of the team. Good job. No, you don't praise that action. Like they're wrong too.
What a joke.
Damien's loving it.
Nobody's doing anything. I'm looking at the crowd. There's no security. Like I think he just stayed the rest of the game. They probably didn't care.
There was no big deal. It was like, no big deal.
It's like, you know what?
He does it all the time. Don't worry about it.
He's a customer. We need his business. We can't kick him out. There'll only be 12 people next week. Because nobody goes to those arena games. I don't even know.
Especially buying those seats.
Oh my God.
$30 seats.
It's not around anymore, right?
No, I think
it's arena?
Did it just stop again?
I think it stopped.
Did it really?
Again. Yeah.
Wow.
I can't keep up.
I know it came back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would see it on TV once in a while. There'd be like maybe like 37 fans in like a 20,000 seat arena.
Yeah, it's strange. I tried to get into it. I really couldn't get into it. All right, let's roll the footage and show you guys.
Yeah.
Taking it back to the house. He's got it. Oh, he gets grabbed by a fan. I'm pretty sure that's not legal. I've never seen this before.
That's taken.
Look
you
at
can
this.
Keep the football, but yet you got to stay out of the field of play, and he about rips the face mask.
Well, there's two calls there. Face mask, illegal use to the hands.
Okay, sticking with the sports deal. This is horrible, and this probably happens a lot. Lady steals a baseball from a fan, a little girl. Awful. Damo, what was your feelings on this?
Man, you see these things that pop up at least once a year in baseball games where you see like some big dork, some probably like 50-something-year-old guy with bringing his stupid baseball glove to a game.
Dude, oh my God.
Anybody see my baseball?
I feel the same freaking way, man. The same way.
I got a foul ball. There's some like, little kid, on both ends, and they're trying to grab it. They're in his territory, and he's got the glove, and he doesn't even care. It shows the crowd.
If I wanted a baseball, I'd go and buy a fucking baseball.
Yeah.
Give it to the kid. Like even if I went to a game and it came a couple seats near me, I wouldn't even give a shit. Just you guys fight over it over there. I'll watch the game or just stay out of it. Like it doesn't mean that much to me. I don't care if it came off of fucking Albert Pujols' bat or whatever. Doesn't matter. I can give two shits about that baseball. If I really wanted to have a baseball in my hand, I go to fucking Toys R Us and buy one. Is there even Toys R Us around anymore?
Only in Canada.
Okay, well, I go to Canada and buy a baseball.
We were at a game about 3 years ago, and it was late in the season. It was maybe like a late September game, and it wasn't a ton of people. You know, it was towards the end of the game. It was like us, and then like nobody around us, and like the section over there was like a row of people from like I forget where the hell they're from. They're on vacation. They're like visiting, stadiums, all around the country. And they were like, they're probably all drunk and having fun, but they really wanted a foul ball because they kept on coming close. So the one came in like the aisle behind us, and I grabbed it, and I know those guys, they wanted it bad. So I just gave it to them, it's like, because I know they wanted it. You see some kid, you're going to catch a foul ball and you're just going to keep it. Give it to
That's horrible. She took it away from the kid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was awful.
She did the intercept. It was an interception.
Yeah, she stripped it.
Yeah.
It was a strip ball. Yeah.
Do you remember when the Impractical Jokers were doing that?
Oh yeah. That was funny. When they were the one guy. That's crazy. Well, you guys got to see this footage. This is horrible.
It is. Let's go to our producer and show the footage.
Yeah.
Juan Miranda tried to give it to the little gal, and she took it from her.
Took it right from her.
And that was last Friday.
Beyond wrong.
Oh, bless her heart.
Okay. So, keeping to the baseball deal here, let's Mike D brought this up because I didn't remember this at all. And then when he showed me footage, I was pissing myself. The Kissing Bandit. What was her name? Morgana something, right, Mike? He's looking.
Morgana was Morgana Robinson, I believe.
Morgana Robinson, dude. I can't wait to show one of these.
No, I'm wrong.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm totally wrong on this one.
It's Morgana something. I don't know. The Kissing Bandit. It's good enough. We don't need to know her last name. Dude.
Yeah, she had huge hooters, especially for those days.
They were real, so they had to be real.
Yeah, when it wasn't really that common back then, and she would just run on to the field and just just lay it on these guys.
Dude, her running on the field.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
I come to live thinking about it now.
Oh, and the Bandit. It looks like Morgana has made her way onto the field.
How can you tell?
She's not after Jose, is she? She's got to be looking for Cal. Now she's headed for the TV truck.
Mike D, anything on Morgana?
Morgana? Wait, I forgot where we even left off on this one.
The Kissing Bandit.
Didn't we just talk about her?
Yeah, we never talked about it. I'm the only one who talked about it. I couldn't stop laughing. Anyway, let's go to the footage.
Let's go upstairs to the footage. The guy's upstairs.
All right, guys, we've got a couple here left. The Yugoslavia brawl during the Belgrade soccer match, which all the soccer stuff is always crazy. Damo, did you see this?
Man, people talk about like American football fans or sports fans or Philadelphia fans in general. Nobody's got anything on like European soccer fans. Like these, it's just. I mean, yeah, it looks like they're getting ready to start like World War III. They're throwing like flares out into the field. It's like friggin' bombs, and it just smoke everywhere. It's just like, why? Why are you doing this?
It's a game. Who cares? It's a game. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
You got to do something. Look how long it takes them to get downfield and score in soccer. I mean,
I know. I mean,
Do something to pass the time.
Actually, yeah, it's actually probably not a bad idea. What they want to do? They're probably, if I'm going to guess, they're probably Americans. They're just probably trying to make the game a little more interesting by throwing flares out to the field, or like they should just have like maybe like giant fireballs, and actually should be like people out, you know, almost like Super Mario Brothers, where you got Mario throws the fireballs. Should be like fans. There should be fans, because I think soccer is boring as hell. But
I can't do soccer.
I would actually watch it if they gave fans like flaming soccer balls to throw out at the players during the game, and they had to dodge them somehow.
I even tried to play soccer video games, and you know what I hate? Like, I don't want to play a sports game that has a fucking mini map.
Yeah.
You really, it's crazy. That's for a role playing game. A sports game shouldn't have a mini map.
Yeah. Well, you know what? There's like hardly any goals in the game. What they should do is they should extend the net and make it the length of the field, I think.
Right?
You know,
it still takes them an hour to get down to the other end, and by the time they get there, somebody kicks the ball away. It's like the goalie's lucky if he gets to block like 5 shots a game. It's like,
you know, they should have, maybe in the field they could have like booby traps. Like
there you go.
They could. Here we go. They could do this. They could dig pits, like 6-foot ditches on the soccer field, but cover it up with like fake grass. So if someone's going after the ball, whoa, they just go right through. I'm just trying to find ways to make it a little more interesting.
Yeah. Some people say that would be interesting for baseball too, but
I don't know, man. But let's check out this video. It is crazy.
Yeah.
This last clip we're going to show, man, I kind of remember when this was going on. It was the Pacers versus the Pistons, and Ben Wallace shoves Ron Artest. He shoves Ron Artest after, I guess, he went up for a shot or whatever, something happened. And then it just went crazy. Like the Detroit fans got involved. The Pacers were in the crowd swinging at people. This was insane. Do you remember this, Damo?
I kind of do. I kind of do remember it.
It was definitely all like sports being played like crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, Ron Artest was a bit of a scumbag.
He was a prick.
Yeah, I remember him being like one of those scumbag players.
He wasn't a liked player.
No. But it was pretty
crazy. It was pretty wild.
Pretty crazy. And they have a bit of a rivalry, Pistons and the Pacers. You know?
Yes, yeah. So that was wild. Mike D, you remember this at all?
Vaguely. I mean, I remember saying it probably years ago when it happened. But dude, like, these fans, like, just stay out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think those fans got what they deserved. Like, there wasn't that many people. Like, they could have just went up a couple rows, because it wasn't like they were being mobbed and forced onto the floor. They were out there because they wanted to be.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it was like,
tickets. Yeah.
Yeah.
But who was it that charged the fan in that one, man? Oh my God. He just drilled that guy in the face.
That was Artest.
Was that Artest that did that one? Okay.
The guy came up,
he deserved it though. I mean, he was sitting there like,
he got cracked.
That is like the one sport where fans are like literally on the playing field.
You can't have that anymore, though. I mean,
you can't. Yeah.
Is it really that much necessary to have those chairs over there? It's like,
yeah. It seems kind of off to me. You know? Like save it for the even they had like the press and photographers there. Like behind the nets and everything. Like you always see them like sitting down like Indian style and shit. It's like, number one, I couldn't do that for that long.
Oh, they get fucked up sometimes too.
Yeah. But then the players, falling on top of them. Fuck that, man. They should set it up like NHL style, have like boards, keep the boards set up, like to block them. But hey, I don't really watch basketball, so
let's take a look at the footage.
With 12, all 5 starters in double figures. And the Pacers have played a very intelligent game tonight. Then Wallace is fouled, and Wallace Wallace right at our chest. This has potential to be serious if they don't get between. Wallace upset. Players trying to hold each other off. Steven Jackson and Rasheed Wallace trying to be peacemakers. Now Jackson yelling. Wallace still going. You need the coaches in there to get him away. Jackson challenging Derek Coleman. Somebody should just get Jackson out of quickly as possible. The problem is, if Wallace is ejected, I'm not sure. He'd have to walk past the Pacer bench to go. Now Artest has jumped over the scorer's table and is trying to get down to the bench. Artest is in the stands. Oh, this is awful. Fans are getting involved. Steven Jackson's in the fans. Rasheed Wallace going into the stands. The security trying to somehow restore order. Fans and players are going at it, and the players trying to help each other out. This is a disgrace. All the players now, they're jumping in there to try and get the other players out because the fans have come involved. Oh, what a sad scene here at the Palace. And now another fight's breaking out in front of the Pistons bench. It's a fan on the court. This is very, very dangerous. Fans are throwing cups with liquid in them now onto the court. Ron Artest has a look in his eye that's very scary right now. You wonder if the official's going to let this game continue. Now they're throwing bottles out onto the floor. They're trying to get the Pacers to go back to the locker room. What was maybe you could call a hard foul at best has turned into just an ugly, ugly scene. Chuck Person, the officials, I think they're going to call this game off, and that should be. The outcome is definitely decided. You have these ridiculous fans trying to go at the players and now throwing. Somebody could really get hurt. This is a bad showing from the Pistons fans here. Just firing bottles from the stands. The Pacers have all gone back into the locker room, and they're getting thrown a lot of debris, and they're still not all the way through. And for some reason, they hold Austin Crozier out. They won't let him get under the tunnel because they're afraid for his safety. They're pouring liquid over. What a disgraceful showing from the Pistons fans here. That's one of the worst scenes I've ever seen. It's a low moment in NBA history. The players just have to get out of there. Get back to the locker room and forget about it. The game has been called. The official announcement has been made. The game has been called, which was the right call. The outcome obviously is over. And players and fans in danger with the emotions and the tempers being completely lost.
And what do you got, Mike?
So you have your little run-in a live show. Yeah, you. I can't remember the promotion, but I remember it was maybe about 15, 20 years ago. You don't remember. What was it? What wrestling promotion was it? Come on.
We don't need to say what promotion it was.
Okay. So we went to this indie wrestling show, and I forget the wrestler. Was it Joey Matthews, maybe?
Something like that.
And he was playing the heel character, and he played it a little too much. So one of our friends that were there with, he had a case of beer with him, and Joey Matthews came down to the ring, and he offers him a beer, which Joey Matthews takes. Then gets the beer and pours it out. Everybody's booing him. So then he gets the beer and starts drinking it. Everybody starts cheering him, and he spits it right in the Bert and his wife. It goes all over them.
Well, it wasn't me. It was my cousin, and my wife was in there too.
She got nailed with the spit though.
Yeah.
Where
so after that,
down the arena at the arena,
probably down the ECW.
ECW
arena.
was
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it was like after that, Bert had a can of beer he was drinking that was probably less than half full.
No, I wasn't even drinking, but it was there.
Oh, you just picked it up. Okay. and he hits Joey Matthews in the head with it. He just wings it at him. And all the security came over and they kicked Bert out. I mean, we had a good
out of here.
With us. We had about 15 plus people with us. So it was like we were up front, so it was like everybody just gets up and starts leaving. It's like we're all out of here.
Dude, everybody got up and was leaving. It was great.
But you know what?
They had to call them together.
They deserved it.
They actually called us back in to sit down. They're like, no, don't leave. They never brought everybody.
Well, you knew somebody at that point,
right?
But here's the thing, man. Like, you're a wrestler and shit like that. You want to pour the beer out on the ground, fine. But when you fucking spit it back in somebody's face, that's just fucking vile.
I know. Well, you're definitely asking for something to happen.
Right. That's just a dirtbag move.
Deserved.
And I'm not like that. That's not my move. And I seen the dude after. I wound up working for promotion, doing security, and he was there all the time, and we were cool. No big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was no big deal.
He was working security too at that time, or
after. For the same promotion. But
oh man,
but it was cool. I mean, listen, he probably did something that, like when we're up here doing music, you say or do something in the heat of the moment, you're not really thinking about it. So he probably was just doing the heel thing, wasn't really thinking about it. And then me doing the same thing, it was just like, what the fuck just happened?
Dude, what about that girl that fucking pissed in that guy's mouth?
Huh?
Oh yeah.
What, am I missing something here?
A couple weeks ago this happened. What the fuck band was that? It was something.
It was like a newer band.
She
didn't hear about
somebody's
this?
mouth? No.
Yeah, it was female singer. I forget what the hell the band is called. It was huge news. Where have you been?
I don't know. I'm definitely have to put it up on here.
This was like early November, I think it happened, and
they called the. They said it was done like. This guy volunteered to do this, and he came up on stage.
Oh, it was a setup.
She pulled down her pants. I think she pissed in a cup, which he drank or something like that. And then he gets
she
down,
pissed on him.
And then she pisses on him, right?
Yeah.
And then
staged, though, right?
No.
Well, no, not staged. Like this guy kind of says, like, piss on me or something like that, and she agreed. I don't know. I don't know what the whole. I think supposedly he was a willing participant, and then this guy gets the piss and starts like splashing into the audience afterwards. And she screams at him to get the fuck off the stage. And it was crazy.
Yeah, she mentioned on stage that she had to go to the bathroom or something. So yeah,
but they don't make it's weird. They don't even make a big deal about it.
What the hell it was?
That's crazy.
Welcome to Rockville. It happened. Sophia Urista. Brass. Urista.
It almost sounds like urethra.
Urine. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look this chick up.
Oh my god.
Is it with a Y?
Urista. All you have to do is look like I just looked up pissed on a fan.
Really?
And it came up. Yeah.
And she apologized. And it's all right.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, look, I see. Wait, there's a YouTube clip.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to the footage. Yeah, the guy's on stage. She pulls down her pants. Shit, dude. I actually is the first time seeing it. Dude, it's gushing out like a friggin' geyser.
I didn't even really watch it.
Holy shit. Wow.
So this should be filed under when musicians take it too far.
Oh my God. And then the guy gets up and he goes like this. And he must have it still in his mouth. And he spits it out like the audience. Oh.
Look at Bert. Is he frozen? Oh.
No. Oh my God. I can't believe that was really, she peed a lot too.
Yeah. I want to piss on you. Piss on you. Piss on you.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yes.
That was crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
I don't think we can top that for now. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever pissed that much.
Dude, I didn't know about all that. That's fucking nuts. Yeah. Mixtapes and tasty cakes. See you next
Piss
week.
off.
Yeah.
Piss off.